Hey, everybody. Sorry I was late. At the last minute, I could not find my project, so I had to go running around my studio to find them, and they were right kind of where they should have been. Anyway, good to see you all. Let's see who's here. Yes, Linda Dexter, hot here too. I don't like hot either, Dorothy. Who else we've got? Let me see. My thing is not moving here. Hey, Charlotta. Sounds like it was hot there too. Hey, Avril, Laura, Glum, silvery tuna fishes. Glum. Hi, Brenda, Diane, Linda Zombori. Who else? There's Leslie, Lynn. You're glad I was late? Oh, I know. It is so hot, but not like actually I've been outside that much. I did go out to see if any of my flowers were blooming. They're wilty, but they're blooming. Hi, Jenny, Linda, Cool Cakes and Crafts with Amalia. Good to see you. All right. Hey, Liz. Who else? Wendy Kilroy. Hi, from North Wales. Welcome. Hi, Linda West. All right. Let's see. Okay. So this is so much fun, guys. First of all, let me just say I'm Eileen Hull. I'm a designer for Sizzix. In case you haven't met me before. And what we're going to do today is I design dies, and I've lately been getting into watercolor. Not that I'm very good, but I just enjoy it. And so a lot of the things I've been seeing is involving swatching, and I kind of got into it. And so 110, Leslie. Ooh! Avril, it's cold. Everybody is jealous of you. Anyway, I started doing this swatching thing. And the reason that you would do it, say you buy a new thing of watercolors and, you know, you have the little pancakes in the box like this. Hang on. This one I got because I was talking to Brenda and we decided we're going to do this ladies course. So you get a little palette like this. And just so you can see what the colors look like, a lot of times they'll include this little booklet or folder, whatever, that tells you what the colors are. So when you go to paint something, you'll know what they look like with water added. And so anyway, what I did on mine was I don't know if you can see, but I just added the colors, that they have on the little, because each color you can take it out if you wanted to refill it, and it's got a name on it. So I just matched that up and swatched. So anyway, I started doing that, and then I realized if you touch them to each other, then it adds that color while it's wet into the next one. And so yes, you are an enabler. Oh, thank you, Charlotta. Well, anyway, yeah, you could do them for anything. You're all invited to my house to craft. I would come. 73, Linda. Well, Canada. Anyway, we're all jealous of you people that it's like temperate because it is so hot. My brother called today in New York and his air conditioner went out, and so we had to get him an air conditioner. Anyway, I started doing this, which led to other things. So I just wanted to tell you how it all got started. But first, I want to do a couple things before we get going. Another thing that I realized is I had out 65 in Leicester. Oh, that's nice, Dorothy. But it's like it's late at night, right? So here it's still 6, a little after 6 at night. Hey, there's Chris. Good to see you, Chris. All right. So anyway, let me show you what we're going to make. But I want to talk about the handmade papers in a minute, okay? So this is the first one that I did. So it's just like a little card with a charm. And then I took some bubble wrap, and you can do all kinds of, mixed media things on here. The same company as the paints. I'm not sure, Brenda. But I added a little charm and a bulb pin and an eyelet. So anyway, this was one, and then I just kind of got going with it, and I added stamping to it. This one has a little button, and you know, they can be simple or they can be colorful. Here's another one. I can show them again when we put the camera down, but these are all done on watercolor paper. And honestly, the fun thing, they were just so much fun to make. So I have some that are in varying stages of doneness. Oh, here's a couple more. This one I did some little, you know, lines on. Well, thank you, Sandy. Good to see you. And I have your back. So anyway, these are what I want to kind of get into. And you'll see that they're not fancy. Like this one was a piece of paper that I had ripped out of my, you know, book. And I thought, I kind of like that jaggedy edge. So you can use scraps is what I'm saying too. Take all your scraps and put them all together. Okay, so those are the samples. Then I realized, ooh, this is the little support piece to the card caddy. And I thought, you know, I could take these and make cute little, this was kind of the first thing I did. And then I'm like, what can I put in there? So you can put your little tags and stuff in here and have all these fun charms hanging out, you know? So this is just a piece to the card caddy. And you've got a nice little, hey, Janine, how are you? A nice little holder for them. You could add this into your journal. You know, it holds a good number. So anything for long, skinny little things, you can make this. So I want to show you that too. All right. Let me just also say, here is the project that we made last week. And this is made with the handmade papers that I got out at Marco's Paper. And last week, if you missed it, we made this little portfolio and the book part. This is watercolor paper. So we added it to our book, and that's one. And then here's another one. This is more handmade paper. This piece here we got from the Field Notes book. And hey, Karen, good to see you. Yes, you need to find your watercolors. Hey, Janine. Did I say hi to Janine? I haven't seen you in a while. Okay, so these are the handmade papers, and then I'm adding these colors tonight. These are greens. I have black and white neutrals, and wait a minute. Maybe I should turn the camera down and show these because they're really pretty. Let me just see if I have any more announcements. Oh, we have a showdown lowdown. Thank you to everybody who came to the showdown, the craft showdown the other night on Friday night, very late. We had a good time. Hey, Sally Butler. Oh, thanks for coming on. This is great. So anyway, it was fun. I was a little nervous, but it was fun. And they are a good group over there. So thanks for watching. And then they want to do an interview. We're going to tape it tonight. I thought it was live, but we're going to tape it tonight, and I'll let you know when it goes live. Okay. Oh, thanks for watching, Chris. It was fun, but stressful. 10 minutes to make a project. No wonder they looked horrible. Oh, well, I didn't care. It was all in good fun. All right. So let me turn the camera down here. Oh, okay. And let's just take a look at these. I'm going to turn my light on. Let me get this bag out of the way because it flares. So these are the greens. And the fun thing about the handmade papers is that the feel of them is really nice for covering a book with. Like you can see, it's light. Some of the cardstock will crack, and this just lays really nice on your book board or whatever it is that you're using. And so they're thin, and they've got the nice deckled edges on them. these greens were kind of reminded me, I was going to call it this beach vibes, because I just feel like, and look at this one. This has two sides that are really pretty, but this one is like a shimmery. This is cool. It's like a raised gold, not foil. It feels 3D. And I realized that I had already put this in another pack, but I thought these went together nicely. So, and it also comes, and some of these are a little bit bigger. You know, I didn't want to just keep a scrap, so I folded them. But, and then you also get a piece of this 9x12, nice, strong, sturdy book board. It's chipboard, so you can use that to make your book with. So if you're interested, go take a look in my Etsy store. This is, I hope you can see here. It's nuts when you touch links anymore. Marco's paper is a dangerous place. It sure is. Okay, so this one has a, I don't know if you can see it, but it's got a flocked white with black. So pretty. These are in the Etsy store. And you can see pictures. So this is for you purple fans. Had to have it. This is for me. It's my favorite one. But these are greens and aquas, but mostly, I would say mostly blues and aquas. So then I did make a green one because I had enough paper to do. But that's kind of a mixture too. I figured you don't want to have all of one color. So it gives you kind of coordinating colors. These are the pinks, and that one I loved. A lot of them have like a foiled surface, which it's hard to see, but hey, Ria, good to see ya. All right, so anyway, these are, there should be 5 sets of the papers in there now. And the thing about them is when you buy them, they're all different sizes. So it was, the hardest part was trying to figure out what size. But anyway, we got them. So let's get working on this. I wanted to show you this whole little box that I found. It's actually a drawer, and it had a little tray on the top. So I use this to put all the stuff that I need for this little demo in here. So I have my stamps. This is some washi tape that were just little scraps and I stuck on a piece of packaging. We have the actual watercolor paper scraps. And these are some that I've done. I'm going to work with them because they stay wet a while because I really blob it on there. And these are some that I kind of started, but I'm not done with yet. And here's some blocks and some other little things. So I'm just going to keep that there. Then I have my little trims and gadgets and doodads in here. I've got some nice like string and lace and things to add to the tags when we're done, little pieces of fabric. And this is some that I've pre-stamped. I have some beads and some flowers and all kinds of stuff. I just ran around and thought, what could I add on these? And so do that with your stuff. These are from, I don't know if you remember when I tore up a rug, I unbraided it, and I thought these might make nice little tag, you know, holders or little decorations at the end. So we're just going to play really, but I want to show you first of all, before we get going, how I made this little pocket for the tags. If I can find the tags again. It's starting. Here they are. Okay, so here is my little pocket. And this is just cute. They fit in here really nice. So I'm going to take my Big Shot. Well, wait a minute. Let's first figure out. I thought that I would try making a little pocket out of this paper. Now this is pretty sturdy and it probably would be okay without lining it. This one was not. If you look at it, they're all just kind of different weights. So I am gonna just do this paper because this feels like wallpaper, but it's not. I'm just gonna fold that in half because we're gonna cut two at a time. And I'm just going to take this one area of my die. Just cut this. So this is the card caddy, and you can use this to make a box or a book. Today I'm just going to cut this section out right here ×2, because now if you were making a pocket and you wanted to stick it in a book, you don't need both sides. But if you want to make it kind of freestanding and have a side, you know, then you might want to do 2 of them, but you don't have to. All right, so now we have these cute little labels. They could go on one. And we have 2 of these. Now, I think what I'm going to do is just trim one of them off, the tabs on it. I hope that doesn't fall off. Everything is balancing very carefully. You're going to do a Tim Holtz trick for scraps, which is muffin tins, and he stacks them. Good idea. All right, I'm just using my long scissors and chopping off these end tabs here. Or, well, not the end tabs, the side tabs. And then I think what I'll do is just put this in my bone folder. I can see where these, you know, where to score them, because, you know, here these just line up. Let's make sure it's straight. And all right, and then we have the end, and these you could, you know, you could do these quicker if you had a batch of them. Now the one thing is we have, this is extra long because we didn't chop the end off, so I'm just gonna estimate there, but I could have measured it, but why do that? We have too much to do today. So I'm just folding these over. So if you wanted to put this in a book, you know, you could just glue in the tabs and stick it in a book. But if we want it back, and let's just do that, I think it makes it a little more useful. Oh, thank you, Glum, for the link. Now on what day? Thursday, Margaret is going to join me, and we will be working with the envelope journaling card die, which is fun. So much to do. I don't know what she's going to do. She doesn't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's the day before vacation, and I'm trying to get ready. My husband, of course, is going out of town, so I got to pack, but the poor guy. He has been so busy and trying to cut the grass in this stupid weather. It's like nobody cares, dear, but he cares. You know how. All right, so I just kind of lined that up and cut or glued it down. Sorry, I have a million things on my mind, and I'm jumping around. Sorry about that, guys. But isn't that cute? That was quick. And you could cut a bunch of them and assembly line and put them together, don't you think? All right, so that's that one. Now, let's get going on our cute little tags. All right, so I have these, which were left over from projects, and I'm going to get my mat here and put this down because this makes a mess. And I'm going to get my watercolors back. And this is a fun way to kind of get comfortable with the watercolors and just play around in them a little bit. So I'm going to give them a little spritz to wake them up. Then I'm going to get a nice brush. Let's see. This is a good one. You should have a thing of water and some paper towels. And I'm so lazy. I don't have paper towels down here. So I just, when I'm done and this thing is saturated, I just lay it out on the floor and it dries, and in the morning I can use it again. Okay, so I'm just going to take my brush and get it a little wet. And then you know, like if I'm working on a project and I know I want to use blues and greens or yellows and oranges and reds, you know, I may do them all one color, but I might not, because over here, I was just playing with them and, you know, using random colors. You don't have to do them in color order. You don't have to do them a certain shape. You can blob them together. That one's kind of cool. I like how it has these rough edges. So, you know, just do it however you want, but let's just get going. All right, I'm going to start with a light green. Now I added that into a, oh, I don't know if I'm going to like that. I like clear colors, so that's pretty though. And I'm just going to take it and do like a little swatch with it. And whatever I do in the beginning, I usually keep going with. I'm going to rinse that out, but I'm not going to go crazy rinsing it out because, you know, I might do another green, which I did. That's kind of a darker leafy green, but I think I'll add some, I guess, like an emerald to it. So that's olivey. Isn't that pretty? I think I will let them blob together so you can see how they start running in. Hi, Joni Miller. Rhea. Hey, Stacy. I am just taking water and mixing some colors and making some greens. Then I think I'll move on to another one. All right, what would go nicely? I think maybe yellow. We'll do yellow next. Actually, let's add some gold. I don't care if I get, you know, other colors on because it just doesn't bother me. If you get too much, you can blob it off on your paper towel. But if you want them to bleed into each other, and you can see, wait a minute, let's see if I can bring this down a little. Hey, how you doing, Stacy? Good to see you. You know, you can maybe add a little bit of brown to that just to change it up, and it gets you used to being comfortable with mixing colors, which, you know, if you like it not to be contaminated, don't watch. Avert your eyes because I like to play with it. So I'm just going to go down my little paper here and make swatches. I like knowing what you get when you mix a couple colors. Now we're going more orangey, but I think I'm going to add a little more to that just to make it stand out a little. But watch how these bleed. Aren't they looking cool? All right. Nothing goes to waste, that's for sure. And it probably should, but... So you can do like the little circles or, you know, square shapes if you want. You can sketch them out. I mean, I actually do have a swatch kind of stamp, and I did do that on another one. I'll show you that in a little bit. So now we're getting into pinks. Look at how pretty they are when they bleed in together like that. And let's wind up with a real good, nice, solid pink. All right, now these are going to take a while to dry. Also, you might want to do the back. That's a little tricky, but what you can do, because I usually do make a little mess here, you can kind of just put some ink or paint in here and let it, you know, sit on there. And let me get some wax paper type blotter stuff, and we can, you know, well, I don't know, that's kind of okay. Any texture, we're going to cover all this stuff anyway, but I do like it when it's not corrupted or whatever you want to call that. Oh, see, I didn't even get it in the right place. But just jiggle it around a little bit in here if you want. Oh, it's not doing it. I guess you could spritz some water. I'm not going to worry really about the other side, but if you get some that are like messed up, you can just take it off with your paper towel. And you might want to do that anyway. It'll dry faster. So let's just do that so that we can do this one, make our little tags out of it. I'm really not a very thoughtful crafter. character. I just want to see immediately what's going to happen. Okay, I do have some that I've already finished, so let's get these out and see what we want to add to them. I also have these over here, so you can finish them nicely if you want. You know, cut your edges, trim them nicely, but you don't have to. You could rip them, you know, like this one almost seems like you should rip it. And actually, you have a hole here, but I would punch another one because that is not going to stay. So that one is so pretty. I love both of these ends. I'm going to leave that one that color. This one, you know, you could cut it here if you wanted. You could make big ones, little ones. It's up to you. This one, I added a little bit of washi tape that I had that was just sitting there, but I don't know if it's going to stay. I should have burnished it. You added all of these to the swatch card from the stamp. You need to make a new book to put them in. So many to-dos. I know. It is an art to be a bit messy. Well, I think I have managed that. This one I like because I didn't realize that a button, and this is like a vintage button, would fit through that little hole, and I love how that looks instead of a charm, you know, because I did do a lot of charms, but I started repeating them, and it's like, oh, I could put a button there. So that one was fun. That's another messy one. That could use something else. What I was thinking was, like, if you had like a little jump ring, you could put that down here with another charm or button, or you could staple a piece of lace like here. This one, that one looks kind of big, so I feel like that might need a little something else too. So we can work on that. This one, this is a pony bead. I don't even know where I got that. That's probably one of the kids. And this is the one where I stamped that swatch card on there after I watercolored, and then I did some bubble wrap with black. I don't know if I love the black, but it kind of goes with the ink. This one I stamped on mat board, so you can see the thickness of it. Could laminate these and make keychains. That would be cute. All right, so anyway, let's make a couple more. I think I'm going to use this one because I really like that. All right. So I don't need that. That's going to be messy. So let me get, here's some more. These are partially finished. So I could start working in these. And here are my stamp blocks. So let's move this. I can always bring it back. Here's one. This has a wooden button. That's cute. That only needs like some words. So let's get our little goodie bag over here. So here are some stamps, and all I did to make these was I just had, these were some strips. I did cut them down. They were a little bigger, but let's just do one of these to show you. All right, so I've got that. I have my stamps. There are so many things that you could pick from this stamp set. This is the fan favorite stamp set. Let's see. Perfection is overrated. Always appropriate. So let's do that one. So I'm just going to lay it down. Now, if you wanted to put it in your MISTI, you could do that, but I think it's just easier to pick the ones out that you want. Oh, you're going to Vegas? Oh, good, Stacy. Yeah, tell everybody hi. I've got FOMO. I don't like not going. Oh, well, here's a big long one. Let's do that. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful. Is that right? It would be nice, wouldn't it? I think I would be bored with perfect, honestly. All right. These are stamps that you guys designed. Remember that? All right. I need a big long one for that one. Okay. So, you know, you could also stamp directly on here, but I think I kind of like how that looks. So let's use my stamp pad. right here. So you could do brown, black. You could do whatever color you want. Let's do this one first. Perfection is overrated. Now, the one thing, just make sure that you get them straight. I have another stamp block that has the grid on it, so you have never made anything perfect. Who has, Brenda? No, who would want it anyway? I mean, that's why you have computers. Okay, that's a little wonky, but let's just do another one. I figure while I have it out. And, you know, it works pretty well. Okay, then let's do them while we've got things out here. All right, here's our long one. I love how bright and happy these are, and I think you could add them anywhere, don't you think? All right, that might be a little off track. You know, the other thing is, too, you can just turn it over. You're going to cover it anyway, so don't worry. Stacy, have a good trip, okay? I don't know if she's still there, but it's probably roasting in Vegas. Last year, I remember when I drove cross country, and it was like 118. Crazy. So now you could tear this or you can cut it, whatever you want to do. Let's just tear it. Now see, this might work on here well because that's a big one. So I think I'm going to do that. So let's see if we want to add anything else under here. Let's take a look at what we have. I have a little bit of lace. That might be cute. I have some pom-pom for Tanya. Hey, there's Karen. Good to see you, Karen. Let's see what we feel for that one. I went through all my old jewelry. I found some old stamp things. And I got to figure out what I want to do for my closure or little tag. That looks kind of dull. That's a nice little piece of lace. That would be nice there. All right, I'm going to use my glue gun thing here. Glue press, sorry. I don't ever call anything the right. Now, if I wanted to cover those holes, I could do that, but I kind of want to show them. And let's just add, see, I don't want to cover that either. We could have it hanging off, right? Let's just put it there. That might be an extra little nothing, so I'm going to trim that off. Hey, Teresita. All right. Oh, that kind of says wonderful with a little flower. All right. Crocodile fell down. So now this one, I don't really have room for a big hole here. I guess I could. I am very comfortable here with this big giant mess. I'm sorry if you guys are not liking it, but too many supplies here. All right, so I'm just going to do these as I go because I don't want to come back to them. So I'm going to get a bulb pin. And, yeah, I probably do need that. Let's see, about a charm or a button. How about this color? Yeah, what do you think? Oops. Wait a minute. Sorry, I'm burying my thing and I can't see what I'm doing here. Yes, my desk is disaster. What do you think? Thin spaghetti with homemade. Oh, she's trying to torture me? Of course, Teresita's a good cook. Okay, I like that, and it's not perfect. Okay, what else? This is a cute one. Let's do a, oh, I don't have any straight ones. That one's partially done. So what else should we put on here? Are you seeing a theme about this perfection thing? We could put a little heart or a little spinner. Little flower. A pearl. I don't know, that might be too big. All right, let's, oh, here we have a pretty little flower. What do you think of that? I don't know how that's going to hold up, but what the heck. I mean, it's from like 2 summers ago. I honestly can't believe it's still in one piece. I had them in a plastic bag. Maybe going this way is better. Oh. Okay. The other thing I had was a little wax seal that I was thinking, maybe not for this one. Maybe like instead of, it's kind of that color. Let's just do that. I do have gold paint, but I hardly ever use it. I don't know why. All right. This is kind of long, but I could just say, I believe. I do believe. I might have been able to fit that, but oh well. All right, are you guys getting the hang of this? It's not that hard. Just kind of make a mess. Now we need something else here, or I could chop it off. See, this is what I mean. You can make like a little charm and let that dangle. Do I have my... I don't know if that's a jump ring. I can't tell where the end is. Best working space is a messy desk. Blue spinner? Oh, okay. Should it go that way? I believe. Okay, yeah. All right, I know I have a thread right here. So let's get our pokey tool. And make that finished. This is really thick and it doesn't want to go in there. Wow. You know, I think I got this at Dollar Tree. They used to have watercolor paper that was $1. And then they got the, then they ran out right away. I did get some, but then they went to $3, but still it was hard to find. And I did find one, a pack or 2 packs I got not too long ago, but I don't go there that much because it's on the way to my mom's. But so I'll have to wait until next time. But I use any kind of watercolor paper, but I do like for the tags, I like the thicker stuff because they just feel like they'll hold up better. And the other thing I was thinking about was, where else would you put these? Where would you put these? On a journal? Yeah. Where else? Like on a card? I was thinking, how is it that I don't have a book nearby? Hang on. So I was thinking you could just kind of add it up here to the spine or in one of those holes. I don't know if that's long enough, but you know what I mean? This is not going to match, but sorry, I put the camera down and now I'm like, but like that. So, you know, it probably would be good to do both sides of it. I'm just showing you ideas. This is not like a finished one. But I do love this thought of this, you know. Wait a minute. It's cute. And it goes with the other charms. That one I tacked down. I was going to keep doing that because I like how they sound when they flop around, but I kind of even like those colors, even though they're not really compatible. But anyway, that was my thought for these. But tell me what you guys would do. What would you do with them? Let's put the others out so I have ideas. All right, we have to finish that one. Have to finish that one. That one looks okay. That one needs something. We have a lot of words. Perfect match. You think? Maybe that's there. That's cute. Anyway, guys, sorry, guys. I know I'm in my own little world, but I'm just trying to create here, and I'm so used to doing it by myself that I can't talk and do it at the same time. And they don't have to be straight. You know, you could turn them, but I kind of like, I started doing it with keeping them straight, and now I feel like I should keep doing that. All right, so let's do an eyelet in this one. So you just have to use the bigger end of the crocodile, you know, in case you haven't done one in a while. Because honestly, it's hard to find eyelets anymore. I found a bunch of them in a thrift store, and I bought them. So I have a lot. If anybody needs them, let me know. So now I'm just setting the eyelet. And I think let's use some of this. Maybe the yellow. Yellow and orange. If it'll fit. Tie to drawer handles. Election day. Oh, Glum, you're not voting for the mayor of New York, are you? Because that's interesting. They're endorsing each other. So interesting. All of it these days. All right, so I'm just going to tie this around, and I think that'll be pretty. You know, you could do this, or you could do one of those other knots. I don't know if it's long enough, but however you want to do it. You could actually tie this around your spine, you know, to tie it on. Endless possibilities here, guys. Too long. Find the rainbow. I haven't done that one yet. Yeah. All right. I kind of want to do that idea of putting a charm, but I didn't bring any jump rings. I did bring some jewelry, though. Let's see. Oh, these are cool. That'd be a cute little thing hanging off. Or that. Let's see. I can't tell where the end of it is. How did they do that? Maybe that is just the ring, and I'm going to have to... Let me see if I have my... Oh, I do have some pliers. Let's see if I can just take this off and add it. I think it's too hard. I need to have another pliers. But anyway, I like the thought of adding that. Let me see. I also had this. Now, this is a charm. I mean, an old earring. But I could poke a hole in that. And I usually get, for this, my mat, but that's all right. And then I could just kind of wrap this around, right? Be good to have my other pliers with me, but I just want to do it so that it doesn't come apart. This is not very good, but you get the idea. I am not a finisher. I mean, I just need to get it done. But look at how cute. I think that's fun. And you can use up all your old jewelry. All right, what else do we have here? That's some of that handmade paper. I had some scraps. You think that might need maybe some lace? These would be so cute in a floral arrangement. Hey, Christy. Hi, Inkwell Chick. Sorry, I haven't looked because I'm in my own little world. I think just a small little flower. Oh, I also thought, look at this. This is an old earring. You could use each of these, and they're really light. I love that. I think this would be a good one. Let's see if I can untwist that one. It makes such a cool little sound, too. I bet if you used the, of course, I didn't grab it until, come on, there we go. All right, that can go on something. Maybe a button. I don't know. Maybe we could do that right on the end there. I like that. Let me get. This is really thick, guys. I hope you can see all right. Eileen, I have jewelry tools. Leslie, I would have no room if I brought every tool to where I'm working. It is insane. I have them. I just only have one. Wait a minute, maybe. Oh, wait a minute. I do have another one here. Oh boy. Okay, we want to do this. Well, you know, we could do a double-ended with another bulb pin, but I kind of like the and now I lost that other piece. Well, anyway. Oh, here it is, right here. All right, so let's. These are like my worst videos because I am so, my hands are big and they're in the way. And I love watching everybody else, but this is painful. I can't help it. Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh, didn't close. Anyway, you guys get what I mean. Right? You going to make some? I have to go back and see what you said for ideas of what else to do with these. No, it's not enough. Okay. All right. Cute. Well, that was rough. Okay, what does that one need, do you think? Probably out of time. Oh, the other thing I was thinking was, look at these cute little leaf earrings. I mean, you could just add that on your oh, we could put that near, I don't know. This one seems kind of pale. And the other ones are a little more crazy, which I like. All right, they're coming along. That one is really heavy, but so what? Going on a book, it can hold it. We didn't do fabric. I thought that would be fun too. To just, oh, maybe on here, because that one's kind of plain. Funny, I was looking at old jewelry this weekend, things I'll never wear them again. Oh, good, good, good. Yes. It's just the best feeling to repurpose something, I think. Because, yeah, you don't want to throw it out, but ooh, that might go nice on there. Yeah, I like that. Actually, you could just do a little loop and hold something. That could be your tag end, you know, or like a little bookmark. Wouldn't that be cute? I think I'm going to staple that. I don't know. Maybe I should glue it first, but I like the idea of the look of a staple. Ooh, let me get that in there. Yeah, I'm just messing around, guys. I think you can see that. I'm having such a good time, though. I hope you are. I hope it's not just so totally boring to watch somebody painfully groping around trying to find things. But I don't blame you. If you want to go, I am with you. All right, so let's just give that a little staple. That is cute. I like that for a bookmark. And then if it is a bookmark, I don't know that I want to add anything thick here. What could I do? It's flat. I could just put that like that and be done with it, but I think maybe a flat button. Maybe like that. Yeah. Ooh, you have decorative staple shapes. See, that's the thing. We all have so much stuff. It's like, I want to use it, even if it's making these tiny little things. Look at that. That may not be the best bookmark, though, because it isn't flat, but it's still cute. It'd be fun in a journal, or hanging off a page. Wouldn't that be cute? I don't know. I might do a jump ring with a button. This thing is kind of tricky. All right. Anyway, guys, I don't know. I think we're done. But I sure had a good time, and I'm going to finish these up because I don't want to take all this junk out again on my desk. So next time I will show you, because we didn't even get into like the beads. I think these would be so pretty to have like a little dangle, on for a journal charm. And you could do your little die cut flowers everywhere. That might be cute. That's not very bright though, but I could watercolor on it. Anyway, I think you can see there are tons of possibilities, and I'm sure you have all this stuff just waiting to be created. And it's minimal supplies, guys. Really fun. Okay. Yeah, save all the buttons that come with new clothes. Yeah, I have them too in those little Ziploc bags. I don't know what I'm ever going to do with them. The shirt I probably donated years before. I kept the buttons. So anyway, guys, I hope you have a good weekend. It's not even weekend yet. I'm on weekend time zone because we're going to the beach and with the kids, and my husband's going out of town tomorrow, so I've got to pack for everything, and so my mind is on that right now. But I hope that you do go ahead and make some of these because I think you would really like it. And, as far as the backs, you could even wait until they're all done and then just take a dry brush and put a color on, or stamp on the back with like, just take ink and dry brush over it with ink. Lots of ideas, guys. And get out your old like vintage jewelry, earrings, and all those. And actually, you could just glue this on here and snip the back off. That would be cute. I would glue it down. That is kind of cool. I think I'm going to do that right there. This is what I'm going to do tonight. Oh, man. Yeah. although I have the silver, but I like the mixed. So that's a crown, and I'm going to glue that on better. Okay. Someone take this away from me. I got to go make dinner. So, all right, guys, thanks so much for watching and watching this crazy stuff unfold here. But I do like how that came out, and I kind of like that I wiped it up. So I'm going to use this tonight. That would be a nice bookmark, you know? They're really sturdy. That's what I like about them, because it's watercolor paper and just fun. Okay, I'm really going now. All right, guys, thank you so much. See you on Thursday, okay? Bye. I thought I was gone.